Can you cover that one guy in Empire Strikes Back who's carrying an ice cream maker? So that was Willrow Hood. Now he's just a regular guy on an Imperial 1 class star destroyer, the Harbinger. He's chilling, he's minding his own business, and then boom, Rebel Alliance hijack. Naturally, the Admiral is freaking out about the reactor that can turn into a great firework display, so he orders everybody to get the hell out before the rebels even board. Amid the chaos, Hood then grabs a Comtono storage container and then hightails it to the hangar, avoiding certain death like a champ. Now, fast forward to 3 ABY, Hood is living his best life on Cloud City. Sort of. He's a gas miner at the super glamorous mining colony on Bespin. He watched pressure gauges and he was flicking switches. So what does he get for this riveting work? A tiny paycheck and a jumpsuit that practically screams, "I make bad life choices." Not to mention his living quarters. It's dark, cramped, and as appealing as a Womp Rant's den. So of course, Hood dreams of a new life. A life where he gets rich and he escapes the jumpsuit of doom and sees something other than the inside of a mine. Now for months, he begs his friend Farron, who is a Rhodian smuggler, to just throw him a bone and let him join the cool smuggler club. Hood's thinking this line of profession is my ticket to richness. Finally, Farron rolls up with the job. Deliver a Comtono to Batu. Farron's like, here's 10,000 credits up front, and if you don't get it there, Tropos will find creative ways to make you disappear. So no pressure, just a casual delivery. Hood accepts and he takes the Comtono and shoves it under his bed where it's mostly ignored. 5 days later, Hood decides, I need a ship, I need a pilot, and maybe a coffee. But mostly a pilot. He convinces Bexley, a cloud car pilot, to help him out. He's got 10,000 credits burning a hole in his pocket, so he rents a hyperdrive ship from her. They make a deal at a bar where Hood, slightly tipsy, maybe says a little too much about the Comtono. The next day, Hood is running errands before he puts on that beloved orange jumpsuit, and then he heads off to work. On his way, he cuts through the crowded shuttle bay, and he sees Bexley working on her cloud car. She looks a little off. Turns out she's been paid off by some rich guy from Canto Bight to just simply ignore a call and chill out. But the interaction between them is awkward. And then bam, the big guy himself, Darth Vader, shows up with his posse of stormtroopers and bounty hunter Boba Fett. Hood is feeling nervous, so he runs back to his quarters. That's not the reason why he's running in this picture. Of course, the Comtono is gone. He's thinking, whoa, it was there, and now it's not there. Cue the suspenseful music, and Hood immediately suspects that it's Bexley. After all, he did tell her about the job, while having a little too much fun at the bar. Maybe she borrowed it, who knows? But it's time to chase down this mystery like the action hero that he thought he wasn't. He runs into Bexley again in the hallway, conversing with a droid, who is pointing at a trash unit. And boom, there it is, the Comtono. Why does it look like she's been running away from him? Maybe because she's up to no good? Of course it is. Bexley then takes off, and Hood's running after her like a man on a mission. Again, not this part as to why he's running in the scene. Eventually, they're face to face, surrounded by stormtroopers. Hood, in his infinite wisdom, yells, "She's with the Rebel Alliance!" He then snatches the Comtono from her, but now there's a whole new batch of problems to deal with. Like the stormtroopers who can't decide if they should arrest Bexley, or wonder why the hell does Hood not know the code to open the Comtono? Before they can figure it out, Darth Vader arrives. Actually, the stormtroopers stop being useful, and Hood then uses the Comtono to swing it at a blaster, and then kicks another stormtrooper in the chest. Total action movie hero stuff. He and Bexley then agree to team up. The Empire is everywhere, and the Comtono is probably full of dangerous things. And the only thing that they have going for them is that it's solid, and it's clearly not a ticking time bomb. Off they go to escape Cloud City. Now we're coming up to the reason why he's running in this scene. As they race through the hallways, they pass Lando and Leia. Hood still, of course, has the Comtono, and there's a Rhodian smuggler offering him more credits to give it up. Hood says no to that, and then a mini struggle ensues. The Comtono hits the ground, and it rattles. Sounds like whatever's inside is now broken. Farron then backs off in fear, leaving Hood to head to the South Shuttle Bay to meet Bexley. Hood does not know what's inside that Comtono, but he hopes it's worth something. Something that'll buy him a fresh start away from this mess. But later, during the Imperial blockade in the Innoit sector in 4 ABY, Hood is seen lounging at Cloud City's Paradise Atrium, and he is still carrying his trusty Comtono, because some things never change. That's all I have for you. Hope it helped.